Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCraft.co.uk. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and I live and work in Scotland. I never look to make sure I'm centred here. Let me see. That's better. They probably move while I'm filming, but never mind. Okay, so today, well, the day you're watching this will be Tuesday the 1st of March 2022. How did that happen? So it's time for the StampAround UK video hop, and this month's theme is a colour challenge, and it's 3 neutrals and a bright. So our Stampin' Up! Colours come in families, and we've got a neutrals family, a subtles family. There's about 10 colours in each family. There's brights, there's regals, and there are 2 small groups of colours called in colours. So check your catalogue out, your annual catalogue, and you'll see all the families there. So the challenge was to choose 3 from the neutrals family and 1 from the brights. So I have chosen Basic Grey, Mossy Meadow and Crumb Cake from the neutrals family. Yes, Mossy Meadow, there are a few colours in it that are like stronger than beige colours that are not beiges and greys. There's Mossy Meadow, there's Night of Navy, there's Merry Merlot, and then it's various shades of brown basically and grey. But yeah, so, and then from my rights, from the brights, I've chosen Melon Mambo. Just not quite random, but if you do look, I have sort of got a green and a pinky for flowers. So yeah, kind of that's the way my thinking was. Now I decided I chose my colours, then I decided I was going to play with this stamp set, which is recent to my craft desk, but life's been a bit busy lately with family stuff, so I haven't been playing at my desk as much as I would like to, and I got this out and I've been playing with it. I've got this die from Colour and Contour. I've cut that out with it for some kind of wee background here. I'm sort of got a card in my head. Now I've been playing on these bits of card that sometimes things come immediately and sometimes they don't, and my mojo's a bit regressed at the moment. I would say it's just kind of, it's coming back. I love the boots in the Mossy Meadow. It's got a kind of country wellies look about it. In Scotland we have, what do we call it, the Green Welly Brigade for our country people that wear wellies half their life because they're dealing with animals and stuff. So yeah, anyway, so these are my plays just to see what the stamps can do. So I pop them aside, and then what I have done is I've got this little background. I've got this paper in, and don't use it enough, that these papers come in the families. So this is for the neutrals. So we've got all the colours, and look, do you know what? I've got a few months to get these used up, so I'm going to have to get these out more, haven't I? But I've chosen a Crumb Cake Designer Series paper, and it's got 2 patterns, so I might use that because I like it. And it does have a bit of, well, it's not quite white, but it does have a very pale bit. I've got a Crumb Cake card base, I've got a layer in Mossy Meadow, this layer in the Designer Series paper, and then this is a kind of background. I've got this piece for the inside, so I'll pop my die out the way because I've already cut that, and I've got this scrap for stamping on. Now you're going to laugh at me, and I'm going to tell you in a minute when I get this, do a bit of stamping. So I wanted, might call these gum boots, Wellington boots, I don't know, there's all sorts of names for them, but here in Scotland we call them wellies, short for Wellingtons, I guess. Just getting out the stamps that I want, and I might what will we have? I've Live Life and Full Bloom. I've got all the stamps out of here that I think I want. So basically just going to stamp everything once on here. So for the Wellingtons, I'm doing these in green. Now there is a brand name in Wellingtons, a designer brand name that do green wellies with buckles on the side, so there's a bit of a giveaway here. But anyway, all I did was stamp these. I am going to tell you something in a minute, but wellies, plant pot and crumb cake, maybe 2 of these, maybe, I don't know. Then excuse me. Oh my goodness, don't know where that came from. You have to be a wee bit careful with this stamp. It doesn't quite fit on the block. There we go. I just have to put it at a bit of an angle. Oops. So I'm doing basic grey watering can. And I want these flowers. And I'm going to do them in the Melon Mambo, and that'll be all 4 colours used. Not sure if I just let that stamping's not so good, so we'll do that again. That's better. And the wee seed packet. Oh, here's my wee. And just use the basic grey and just stamp 2 wee seed packets. So I did do that stamping earlier just to save time on the video, because I thought I want to use them and do something a little bit 3D. And so then I fussy cut them all out. Do I have a full set here? Do the mess I made when I was playing at stamping. So I've got a pot, I've got wellies, a watering can, flowers, a pot, 2 seed packets, and I fussy cut them out. And then I was tidying my desk this morning and discovered I actually did buy the dies, so I'll let you see them. Just quickly. So there is a trellis and there's a wee garden fork, and then all the rest of them cut out the stamped images, which is absolutely fabulous. But hey, I'm okay with my fussy cut and it's alright, so I'm not going to just change it around just because I found the dies. But just for your information, the dies go well with that. Right, so, oh, excuse me. I was thinking I would want to stamp on the inside as well. So I was thinking the plant pot's quite cool for inside. I'll just bring my crumb cake. So I'm just do. Just a wee. And that's really all for the inside. The only other bit of stamping I wanted to do was a sentiment. I'll just pop that on this block as well. I've never got enough blocks no matter what I'm doing. Live Life in Full Bloom. I'm actually going to pop that. Maybe just up here. So really just a simple card I've got in mind here. I've not made a sample, I just played and then I cut these bits out and then I thought, oh, just film. For goodness sake, just film. So I think now that I've stamped all my bits, I think we could have a clean piece of grid paper. That's a little distracting from the actual card. And I've just chucked it on the floor. It flew up in the air and then down onto the floor. So I've been feeling absolutely fine today. Just quite well. A bit tired because this is the Sunday, the last day of the Winter Olympics, and I stayed up last night to watch the curling, because all the curling team are Scottish, so I stayed up to watch that, the finals, the ladies final, and so I'm a wee bit tired, but I'm perfectly well. And the minute I start filming, my nose starts running, I start coughing. I don't know why that is. Why should that happen? I'll put this on the inside. So I like that I wanted to play with this stamp set because of the Wellington boots, the wellies. Because we've had so much rain. I was promised snow and I got rain. Just live in the wrong part of Scotland right now if I want snow. But it all fell as rain here. So, welly boots are the order of the day. I'm liking that with the pots. That just came to me there just now. And then I'm just simple enough, kind of. Just makes you think of the garden and when it's time to get out in the garden. And I don't have a greenhouse in this house that I'm living in now, but I did have a greenhouse in my garden in my previous home. Almost said a previous life, but actually it was a previous life. I think I'm a bit squint here, but if I try to move it, it's just going to... So I'm not sure what I'm doing here. I'm just going to stack these up as they would be at the back of the greenhouse, probably, or not necessarily on here, just maybe use some dimensionals. I'll give it some dimension even. Got these bits to use up, so let's use these up. I don't know what I'm doing, just making it up now. But I've used the colours, the 3 neutrals and a bright. I didn't think it took me ages. I was overthinking it. I just couldn't think of what I was going to do. And then it was like, you know what, just grab some colours and a stamp set and have a play, see what happens. I'll just put another wee bit under there because you can be a bit more thoughtful about where you pop your dimensionals, but sometimes you can just tuck them in. And definitely want, now which will I say is the top? I'm going to have these, I'll have to have them lower down because I've put the stamp there. So you didn't really think, but you just play as you go along, you get it where you want it. So what's the top? Right. these flowers kind of coming out of my watering can. Maybe could have had that a bit lower down if I'd thought it through, but that's okay. That's all right. Oops. There's a seed packet hiding there, and we'll have another one here in the last bit of dimensional, so that will be fine. And there we go. I feel that it needs a wee something from the bling box, and I actually going to pull them out again because I do love them, and I just think, you know what's nicer, you go in, oh look, there's a wee strip left over from a kit. Right, where's my, I think these wee brush brass butterflies are fab. Have a wee one on the flowers here. Have a wee butterfly flying out your bellies, why not? So there you go, there's my little fun card, because I was thinking about Wellington boots, so flowering rain boots. So that would be me all set to get out in the garden for a wee while and play. I do like planting seeds and growing things. So anyway, thank you so much. Please go into the description box below and get the links to all the other videos in this hop, where everyone will be using 3 neutrals and a bright. Get the links, just hit the show more button, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and press the bell icon, and that'll let you know when I'm coming back on again, and let me know what you think of my card and how silly I was that I fussy cut everything and then discovered that I have the dies. I think this is another one I'm kind of thinking it's got a kind of, I've got a friend that would find a card based on this, you know, rain or shine, I'm here for you, and just decorate with the wellies, because do you know wellies are good for any weather. So yeah, I might make that card later. But anyway, thanks so much for putting up with me, and I'll see you soon. Don't forget to watch all the other links and leave us some positive comments, please. Thank you.